So you're coming to Singapore for maybe 24 hours, 3 days, or even a week, and you might be wondering, what is the best things I can do while I am here? How can I best spend my time and my money? Well, that's what we're going to cover in today's video. So strap yourselves in as I'm going to show you the 12 best things to do in this amazing country of Singapore. If you're new here, my name is Jack Tor and I'm currently traveling around Asia and the world, and I'm visiting as many countries as possible and bringing you the best stories and the best information on how to travel. So in today's video, we're going to be going over the top 12 must-do things to see and do, in my opinion, in Singapore. So starting off with number 12 is the Singapore Airport. So this is the first place that you're going to arrive when you fly into Singapore, and was ranked in 2019 the best airport in the world. There is so much to do and see here, and I have a full video of that coming out later this week. So essentially, Singapore's Changi Airport has what they call a jewel in the center of it, which is essentially a massive water fountain surrounded by trees. It's just spectacular. Some other things you can do and see there is free movie theater that has movies running 24/7. They also have an amazing butterfly garden that is free to enter as well. They also have many different lounges, eateries, and just an overall amazing vibe in the Singapore airport. Trust me, if you have a long layover there, you're not going to get bored. Coming in at number 11 is Little India. Talk about culture in Little India. This is one thing that I love about Singapore. It is so multicultural, and it has Little Indias, Arab streets, Chinatown, but for number 11, we're going with Little India. So Little India is filled with culture, from temples to cheap eateries, and just the overall vibe of Little India is extremely fascinating and a must-do if you're visiting Singapore. As well, if you're a budget traveler like myself, it's a great place to stay, as it is one of the most cheapest areas to stay in Singapore. Number 10, we have Singapore Botanical Gardens. This one is probably one of my favorite green spaces to go, other than Gardens by the Bay. Now, Singapore Botanical Gardens offers a range of different plants, trees, exhibits, and just an overall amazing vibe in a well-kept garden in the center of Singapore. Here you'll find workers trimming, picking dead leaves off, overall peace and tranquility from the hustle and bustle from the city. It's a lovely place to go for a nice walk around. You can put your earpods in and just relax. There's also a lot of water fountains and different ponds and rivers and streams you can visit as well. So the Singapore Botanical Gardens is one that you don't want to miss. Number 9 is a bit of an unusual one, and something that most tourists won't go and see when they visit Singapore. But I recommend, if you're staying for at least 4 or 5 days, then this is quite a cool one that you should check out. And that is Kwan Yew Fish Farm, which is just on the edge of Singapore, so you might have to get a taxi or get the metro out that way. I personally went with a local Singaporean friend. And what they have there is a massive range of different pet fish, fish that you can eat. They have crabs, they have stingrays, they have every type of fish you can think of, even snails as well. But the cool thing that I loved about this, that they had the fish that ate the dead skin off your feet. Me and my friend were in there for about half an hour. I believe it was only $5 each for half an hour, but there was no one there checking the time, so I think that you could stay there for an hour until someone said something. It was a really cool experience. Number 8 is Maxwell Food Hawker Centre. In my opinion, and in many Singaporean locals' opinion, this would be the best hawker centre to visit in Singapore. Located in the center of Chinatown, you can find the cheapest chili crab in Singapore there, which I tried and was only 50 Singaporean dollars, or about 35 US dollars, for an amazing chili crab. I'll leave the link in the description. Another massive hit there is the famous chicken and rice that Gordon Ramsay recommended in his kitchen cook-off video, and I'll also leave a link for that in the description. I tried both of these dishes and was extremely satisfied. In that hawker centre you can also find a range of other foods, so it's definitely worth checking out if you want cheap food and a local experience. Today's video sponsor is me. One thing that I would just want to mention is I've started channel memberships. Channel memberships is a great way to connect with your content creators on YouTube. All you have to do is click the join button below this video or on my main page on my YouTube channel. So if you'd like to join and become a member of the channel, then hit that join button below this video and make sure you message me on Instagram and I'll send you a message back thanking you so much for joining and helping me keep this dream alive. Number 7 is the MRT and local transport. Hey! Number 7 is the MRT and local transport in Singapore. Now, this isn't really a thing to see or do, but it's on the list because I recommend using the Singapore local transport. You are going to spend way too much money if you just order Uber or Grab. It is highly recommended to try out their transport system, and it's super easy as you can just use your credit or debit card to tap on and tap off. And don't worry, if you're very confused, then just ask a friendly local because they will be able to help you out for sure. Number 6 is Chinatown. Oh my gosh, did I have fun in Chinatown? Because majority of Singapore citizens are actually Chinese race, Chinatown in Singapore was extremely local and extremely authentic. I was able to walk through Singapore Chinatown, look at some different eateries, see some different souvenirs, etc. They have famous bacon that you can buy as well, and beef jerky, which was something that I love. And I also got to go to a very authentic and local Chinese cuisine restaurant where I tried dim sims, dumplings, fried rice, meat skewers, and a whole heap of different foods. So that's something you definitely need to go to when you're in Singapore, 100%. Number 5 is Arab Street. Arab Street in Singapore was my first Arab street I've ever been to in the world, and boy oh boy was it cool. A mix of Arab influence from all different Arab countries, amazing vibes, and has got me excited as I plan to go to Turkey early next year. So Arab Street is definitely one you want to check out. They have a lot of sit-down eateries and a lot of places where you can get some traditional clothing, so I highly recommend Arab Street. Number 4 is the free things to do in Singapore, all located within a walk of each other. Now obviously Singapore can be quite an expensive city to visit, so I thought I'd put in this list some free activities to do. Right next to the Marina Bay Sands Hotel, you have a whole heap of different free activities to view and see. So first up is the Olympic Walk. This goes around the Marina Bay Sands Hotel and the garden that is near there at Gardens by the Bay. It's a lovely walk and you can do it in the morning, at night, or whenever during the day. I recommend early in the morning or late at night, as you get to see the lights cover up the city at night, and also early in the morning for sunrise is just magical. Around the same area is a free cactus garden, or what they call Sun Pavilion. This is a really cool place to check out and is free to enter as well. I went there twice and I was the only one there each time, so it's a nice place to just relax, view the cactuses and walk around the garden. Right next to that is the Big Fish Aquarium, which is a free aquarium with a massive fish tank full of fish and is just a wonderful vibe to see. Number 3 is Cloud Forest. If you want to be blown away with the infrastructure and nature planning of Cloud Forest, then you need to come here. It is a massive dome filled with all different types of plants and mist spray at the very top that creates cloud-like texture, and it makes you feel like you're in the clouds. It's essentially a man-made rainforest, even with its own waterfall. Come here to see some amazing agriculture and learn about the environment as well. Only $20 to enter. Number 2 is Singapore Universal Studios. Get the monorail out to Sentosa Island and get off the first stop at Universal Studios. Boy oh boy is Universal Studios amazing. I have 3 recommendations for rides to do there. The Transformers ride, the Mummy ride, and the Hurricane roller coaster. Make sure that you get there on time as soon as they open and go to the furthest point of the park so you can skip the queues, as most people start the park at the very start of the entrance, and that's where the queues line up. Another bonus is, if you have the money, you should buy a FastPass/VIP ticket so you can cut the queues and get on rides a lot faster. This is a great place to take the kids, or just go with a mate, as it's a day of entertainment and fun. Now, number 1, drum roll please. Drum roll. Number 1 is Gardens by the Bay at night time. Enjoy an amazing light show at 7:45 or 8:45 PM every night at Gardens by the Bay. Oh my gosh, was this one of the most amazing experiences I did. You can view the light show far away or very close up right underneath the trees. Make sure you get there on time because they start right at 7:45 and 8:45. Also note that if you're staying at the Marina Bay Sands Hotel, you can see it from your balcony every night. Enjoy a light show in the trees, fixed and synced with different music and songs. After you view that, I recommend going to the other side of the Marina Bay Shopping Centre where the water is to see another fantastic LED light show. This one I believe starts at 8 PM just after the Gardens by the Bay light show finishes. So that's it for the top 12 must-do things to do and see in Singapore. If you like this video, then leave a like and make sure you subscribe. As always guys, keep it real. Cheers.